Richard Parker backstage at PCW. With me at this time is Man Manson.
That's me.
You won tonight.
I did. And what's funny about this night is it's quite bittersweet for me because today marks exactly 10 years since my very first match. So it was quite a pleasure to be working with Noam Dar because my very first match was about 10 years ago in Ireland, and I worked a guy. He was a Scottish guy as well, and not everyone knows it, but he was injured in the match quite fairly badly. I was quite green, so I picked him up to do a Michinoku slam, which at the time was supposed to be my finishing move, and his arm slipped a bit on my thigh. He ended up coming down and come down on his head, and he got concussed. And we went to hospital and stuff, and it was about a week or so later. You probably heard about it in papers and stuff, but he passed away, not because of that, but on complications to do with a blood clot and stuff like that. But he was a masked wrestler, the Phantom, some Irish something or other. And I remember I'd done the move, and I went to help him because the kids in the front row thought it was part of the story, and I knew it wasn't because I was only new, but I lifted up his mask to ask if he was all right. And I remember it was the last, because when he went to hospital, he was in like not a coma but an induced coma, and I lifted his mask to ask if he was all right. And I remember he just he only said two things to me, and that I'll always remember because it keeps me going when wrestling gets tough sometimes. He looked at me. He had tears in his eyes, but it was probably sweat or something like that from the match. But he just looked at me and he said, "Fuck Ligero." Oh yeah, acting, motherfuckers. You like that shit?